And speaking of this game Sunday, I got three things. Three things for Chargers Panthers. Let's start up front offensively for the Carolina Panthers. Number one, Ike Ekwonu, Taylor Moton, y'all are going to get tested big time. You all are going to get tested big time. Because opposite of you, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. That's right. Just two of the best edge rushers in the NFL, Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa. We saw Khalil Mack throughout his career, whether he's been with now that obviously the Chargers, the Bears for a long time, Vegas. The guy continues to just produce year in and year out, and he's a threat. I understand that he's a little bit later in his career. He's 33 years old. Obviously, there's always going to be a little bit of a production slip. But let's be honest. The guy's a menace. The guy's a menace in the backfield. He's been durable in his career, by the way. Outside of like the 1 year in Chicago where he only played 7 games, the guy plays. The guy plays. And even last year with the LA Chargers, the guy had 17 sacks last season. 17. That's impressive. That is impressive. He's been double-digit sacks. Now, again, he's not like what he was early in his career against when he was in Oakland, where we had like 15 and 11 and 12 and a half, like those kinds of numbers. He's not quite that anymore. I mean, unless he is. We had 1.5 sacks last week, and again, he had 17 last season for the Chargers. The opposite of that, you got Joey Bosa. Ike Ekwonu struggled last year with pass protection a lot.
Big time. He completely regressed from when we saw him with
year one.
Steve. Yeah.
We saw him year one. And he even admitted himself that was his own doing.
Bad.
Now, against the Saints, the offensive line as a whole did much better. Let's be honest. It wasn't just the sacks that were given up wasn't because Ike Ekwonu was getting beat one-on-one. It was a blitz wasn't picked up by the running back properly. Bryce didn't shift the protection properly. Some guys were winning their one-on-ones, but it was just some pre-snap stuff that really actually did the Carolina Panthers in. But he's going to get tested. And then also on the other side, like I said, you got Joey Bosa, who just happens to be one of the highest paid players in the NFL at his position. I mean, I know Joey Bosa gets nicked up in his career, but you're still looking at a guy that, I don't know, puts up 10.5 sacks, 11 sacks. Now, again, he's been hurt, especially the last couple of years, but he's playing right now. And he and Khalil Mack combined for 2.5 sacks last week. So, I don't know. You got that going for you.
Yeah.
Let's go to the other side of the ball. So, that's a strength of the Chargers, right? Their edge rush.
Right.
Big question mark, at least especially with Ike Ekwonu. Questions on the offensive line for the Carolina Panthers. Flip that when it comes to the Chargers offensive line and the Panthers pass rush. The Chargers a few years ago drafted Rashawn Slater. This year they drafted Joe Alt. Like, if I remember correctly, 6th overall or 5th overall. They drafted him out of Notre Dame as their right tackle, Slater being the left tackle. Bookend, great pass protectors, and maulers. Like, Joe Alt, one of the best offensive linemen coming out of the draft, one of the highest rated guys coming in. Slater already plays at a Pro Bowl level. Panthers have Jadeveon Clowney, who's good. I know he had 9.5 sacks last season. But that's it. That's it. Can the Panthers actually get to the quarterback? Not necessarily have to bring the quarterback down, in this case Justin Herbert, but you got to put pressure on quarterbacks to make them throw off platform, as they like to say, where their feet aren't set. Make them move out of the pocket. Get in their face. Get pressure. Get a hand up on them. Make them uncomfortable. Derek Carr on Sunday, I know Eka Leota had the 1 sack. really wasn't a whole lot otherwise on him. It was like, I think, a total of like 3 quarterback hits the entire game. That's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. So what's a strength for the Chargers going in, their tackles going against Jadeveon Clowney and a revolving door of guys. Whether it's DJ Johnson or Echo Leota. I'm drawing a blank here on the guy they just signed, free agent that just signed just a couple days ago or yesterday. I'm drawing a blank on the name.
He's still new.
Yeah, exactly. He's an NFL vet. I just, for some reason, I'm drawing a blank on the guy that just signed. But you can't just pick a guy that you just signed off the street to just come in there like, oh yeah, let's get 2 sacks. I mean, unless you're gonna do it.
I mean, it'd be cool if he did. I wouldn't hate it, but yeah.
I wouldn't hate it either. But
expectations.
That's again, it was a major question mark going into the year, especially with DJ Wanham and the injury that he's dealing with or still recovering from. The quad injury where he had surgery this offseason, still recovering from. The major question mark. And then also you don't have Derek Brown on your interior. So Derek Brown, at least in the run game especially, can command double teams. So might give yourself an opportunity for a one-on-one. You don't have to worry about that right now. That's something that you don't have to worry about if you are an opposing team. I know Jim Harbaugh wants to have the mentality of run the ball, play physical, be dominant up front. But if I'm playing the Panthers, knowing I don't have to worry about their pass rush too much, and there's no Derek Brown in the middle. I know A'Shawn Robinson is there, one of their big free agent signings, but I don't have to worry about the front. Why not just go 5 wide? Stress their secondary. Go 5 wide. You're not worried about a pass rush. And just play fast on them all day. Granted, the Saints also ran the ball against the Panthers defense. But that's fine. That's whatever. But nonetheless, speaking of running the ball, third thing. Panthers, run the dang ball.
Please.
Please.
It's what you said you were going to do.
Now, again, don't fall behind 17-0 with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter and completely have to abandon your game plan. But go first play run, go second play run, and go third play run.
Yeah.
That's fine. And if you go 3 and out, at least you're trying to establish it. Run the ball.
I mean, Dave said that he was going to try to get back to what their foundation is, what we know. Okay, so let's not come out and pass the ball. Well,
and also, yeah, don't throw an interception. Here's the thing on that first play. I know, like, we're talking about, hey, run the ball. Deontay Johnson was open, and Bryce just missed it.
He did.
He just completely missed the throw.
One of many things for Bryce's bad day.
If he completes it, it's like, oh, crossing route. Deontay Johnson's like, first play, I get a touch on the ball, I get a catch, we have a first down. And then, hey, all right, guys, let's go. We got a first down. Let's get another one. Nope. Sails it. Pick. And that any chance of, like, getting a rhythm, shot right there on one play. Done. And then you're just playing catch up. And then guess what you can't do? You can't, hey, let's establish our, our counters.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's go off tackle left here. And then let's establish our counters, coming back on the right side if we have that in the third quarter to pick up some first. No, you can't do that when you're down 17.
They were such a hot mess. They were running into each other. Like, can we at least know where our guys are going to be so they're not also blocking us? Please. Yeah. That was 3A.
Anyway,
sorry.
Run the ball. Run the ball. Like, if you want to be about it, then be about it.
Yeah.
Then go do it. I mean, we don't know what Chuba Hubbard or Miles Sanders is going to be in this offense because, I remember Miles Sanders actually picked up a really strong carry on I remember there was a 3rd and 1. They were about to be in plus territory right around midfield. I want to say this was when they were down 10-0, I think, or maybe it was early second quarter. Miles Sanders gets a carry off the, off tackle on the right side, gets a first down, gets a really big gain. And Jatavian Sanders, their rookie tight end, gets called for holding. Brings the play back, so now it's 3rd and 11, and then Bryce gets sacked from a corner blitz. It's like, there it is. Microcosm of the day. There you go, 3 things. Ike Ekwonu and Taylor Moton, you're going to get tested. You got to hold You got to hold your own in some way, shape, or form. Can the defensive front at least get a stalemate of some kind, not get pushed back by the Chargers offensive line, maybe get somewhat of pressure on Justin Herbert? And third thing, run the ball.